we just those close games. Those can change a season all the way around. Like I said, we lost a lot of close games, and those one score games. And if I'm not mistaken, Missouri they went 5-0 in those close games last year, and you can see how they went the distance in their season. So I feel like those close games really are like a major focal point on having a losing season or a winning season.
What is Coach Petrino bringing to this team in this offense so far?
He's bringing Bobby Petrino.
Coach,
he's bringing Bobby Petrino.
Andrew, how does it feel to have your work recognized by being on the preseason All-SEC list?
Oh, it's great. I try not to look at those preseason lists, but I looked at it. So it's great. I love it. But at the end of the day, it's just a preseason list. You still got to go out there on the field, because those preseason lists could just turn into nobody on that list is on that list at the end of the season. So at the end of the day, you still got to put the work in to be on that list at the end.
Andrew, what do you think about when Sam Pittman talks about the mantra, embracing the hog? How much is that thrown around the building and whatnot? And
It's
your take on it?
It's not even thrown around the building. It's thrown around Fayetteville. Like you just got to embrace the hog. You gotta make sure that you want to be here. Like that's the main thing. Do you want to be a hog? So. That's what the main thing of embracing the hog means. Like, you got to want to be here. You got to want to love the hog. You got to want to go out there and play for Arkansas.
He talks a lot about his relationship with Bobby Petrino, kind of letting him do his thing. And he kind of comes in. He says he's one of the best GAs, the oldest ones. How have you seen that relationship work out?
Man, it's been great. Coach Pitt, he's been locked in, working hard with the O-line. Coach Petrino has been working hard with the receivers and running backs and quarterbacks. And I feel like once all that comes together during fall camp, it's going to be a great sight to see. And we've been working all summer, going out there working, running, getting conditioning, getting stronger. Like, I think I'm the most lean I've ever been in my life right now. Like my muscles, my body fat has went down a little bit. My muscle mass has went up. So I feel like, Coach Souders and the strength staff, I like to name everybody, Coach Thomas, Coach Satch, Coach Gearhart, Coach Tommy, man. Tommy, I don't know if y'all seen him, we got the little mustache. Tommy, man, he the hype man. So I feel like all those, just helping us get together and just being great.
Andrew, what have you seen from Talon since he's been working with Coach Petrino? I know he says he's been working more of an over-the-top throwing motion and stuff, but what have you seen with his development since he's been working with
I mean, you can literally see the development. Like, at first when Taylor got here, it was a couple of missed throws. I know probably some of y'all, if y'all been to practice, he's missed a couple of like easy throws probably when we first started, and now like when we do like routes on error, or like we're throwing on Sundays on the weekend, or just like doing extra passes, extra catches. That's his main focus. You could tell that's his main focus. Is he almost looking at his arm when he's throwing it to make sure it's right. So he's been. You can tell he's a great learner.
How is the dynamic with him and Coach Fouch since they've worked together in the past?
Oh, it's been great. I think they worked together at Missouri State, if I'm not wrong. And Coach Fouch, he kind of knows the offense already, so it's easier for him to teach us. He don't have to learn it with us. He could just teach it because he already knows it. So I feel like that's another plus for us as well.
Are Arkansas fans looking forward to the Texas game even more than the team?
I hope so. I hope they looking not even just at the Texas game, but just for the season. Yeah. I want the Razorback fans to know like we're working as hard as we've ever worked to give y'all the best show in Fayetteville and also on the away game. So,
where do you think Texas ranks among Arkansas's rivals? Like who's number one, who's number two? Would you say?
I watched the media day. I seen Coach said. We hate them more than we love ourselves. And I'm not gonna lie, I laughed a little bit when he said that. But I wasn't here when the robbery, when they had the robbery and things like that. But I feel like it's gonna be a fun game. I get to go against, some people I played against in Little League. That was on my Little League football team. So
who was that?
EJ Muhammad. I mean, not EJ Muhammad. Muhammad, the corner.
Oh, Manny Muhammad.
Manny Muhammad. Yeah, Manny Muhammad.
What's it been like working with Coach Petrino?
Oh, it's been great. It's been great. He's a great coach. He's a great offensive mind. He loves the way the team is right now. Like everybody's so focused, everybody's so locked in. You know, everybody's getting into their playbook, focusing on the small details because the small details help the big details show. You know.
Taylor was talking about how when he walks in the room, everybody kind of stiffens up a little bit. It's
Yeah.
like conversations stop. Like,
Definitely.
What's
you
that
know,
process
like just it's like when he first walked in the room, when we first met him, you know, he said sit up. Make sure you sit up, like pay attention, lock in. So every time he walks in the room, if people talking and we see him, we just nobody say nothing. We just ready to pay attention because everybody wants to learn. That's the great thing about it. Everybody, when we're sitting in the room, we all want to learn from Coach Petrino because we know like the history of the offense at Arkansas when he was here, and also like when they were at other schools when they played Missouri, when Missouri State came to Arkansas and played Arkansas here. So like we just ready.
Is there a specific time when you ran the wrong route, something happened in practice, and you knew you were going to hear about it from Coach Petrino? Is there one of those that's happened already?
Not y'all think. Not what y'all think. Y'all probably think like, oh, he yelled or like when you mess up, he knows you're going. As long as you're going 100 miles per hour, you mess up. He won't just now. If you're jogging around and you're messing up, not paying attention, then he's going to get on you. But if you're going 100 miles per hour, you mess up. That's just a mental. Like I said earlier, the game is 90% mental. That's just a mental aspect of something you messed up. Like you probably could have been there. You could have been there 89% mental, and that 1% mental was you messing up on that play, messing up on that route. So I feel like he doesn't too much like drive it into you like, oh, you wrong, you know that you shouldn't be doing that. I feel like he goes over there, explains it like you supposed to have this on this route, or you supposed to have this on this route. And you just say yes, sir, and you go out there next time the route is called and you run it right.
What do you think seeing your head coach pop up on hot seat lists this time of year?
You say that again?
What do you think? What does the team think when they see their head coach pop up on like hot seat lists this time of year?
We don't even focus on that as much. We trying to, like I said, at the end of the day, this is Arkansas Razorback football. We trying to go win for not only ourselves, for the state, for the fans. You know, I know they waiting for a great season to happen right now, and we're not even too much focused on a hot seat thing because if the team is focused on winning, there is no hot seat for him. I feel like the team we go out there and win, and those talks won't happen.
Andrew, how did you first find out about Coach Petrino getting hired? Do you remember how you heard and what your reaction was, and has it been what you thought it would be with him?
I was on the game. I think playing probably Call of Duty or something. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, because I'm not thinking who's going to be our OC. I'm like, who's going to be our OC? I'm seeing talks. And I think it was like, Bobby Petrino may make a return. I said, Bobby Petrino? I would go look at the stats. I said, bring him in. Bring him. I don't care. Bring him in, man. So that's what happened when I first found out. I was like, I'm ready.